Okay. Hello, everyone. Right. So, I defeated Augur once off stream. I understand now how it works. I'll be honest, it's not any better. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and head there. I'll probably just beat it once and then we can do our reaction for the VT channel. Hopefully everyone's doing good today. I know it's a little late, so probably not gonna be a long stream tonight. Hello Phil, how are you? Been a little bit. Yeah, today's been a good day. A little more chill today. Okay, can I get a key? I can actually. Thank you. Finally. I check that thing so much and I only get keys very infrequently. I mean, it's a rare key to get from there. In fairness. Gonna go here though. Okay, what do we have? I need a holy attack, spell FP, yeah, damage negation at full HP, sure. We have the abductor here. That's neat. I feel like I should have gone upwards and not here because the distance between... whoa. The distance between the Everjails in this direction are far and few. Ow. Uh-oh. Go. Cool. A quick level 5. That's not bad. Heading here after. Nothing there. I can kill the abductor quickly probably as well. Hello Teddy. Oh, you're not late. It's only been not even 5 minutes since I started, so... Ow. Here we go. Did good today. Ooh. Alright, let's go up here instead, cause that has an Evergel that we need. It's a very unfortunate circle, to be honest with you. But today went well. Actually, wait. Might be able to go over here on the right side there. Right. Come on. Damn, only got 2 of them. Really wanted all 3. Whoa. There we go. Might still be able to get this. Oh god, okay, maybe not this one. But he will have the HP of... he will have the HP of a day 1 boss, so that's not bad. I've definitely done that before. I mean, one of my favorite ASMR artists is Pomo ASMR, who's Korean. I have no idea what she's saying, but same thing with like Kitty Claw ASMR, who's Russian, I believe. What the fuck? No. There's no like iframes there at all. We have to go into this place. I need to upgrade my weapon. As I think the thing would be right there. Should be okay. Hopefully. Tempest tapped. There you go. One more. There you go. Yep. Go down here now. Should have time. If I'm lucky, I can go and kill Makar as well, but I don't think so. Also, there's Libra over there, but I don't think I have what I need for him. No. Damn. I was really hoping for one. Stun him out of that for a second. Should have time, hopefully. Oh, come on. Not if he keeps doing this, though. Go. Almost. There you go. Improved range attack damage, I guess. That's not bad for the Augur boss. See if I can't make it all the way to the guy here. I mean, it's fine, right? I have the time. McFarlane toys? I don't think I'm familiar. Ah, I see. I'm doing a new run. Oh, I see what you mean. I should reread your thing again. Interesting. That's cool though. Oh, what the? This is not who I thought it was gonna be. Dude, this is like the third time I've ever seen this guy in this game. Okay. Ow. There we go. That one should be fine. This is kind of rough, to be honest with you. We don't have many places to get Everjail keys. We have here. And then here, and then here. But they're all to the right, and I need a key for the left side, which I guess we're not gonna get anymore, but... Oh, I see. Hello, I am back. And a lot stronger. I missed. How did I miss that? What are you doing? You're just walking. Bro? Dude? That's why I hate dragons in this game. The terrain, they're just not built for the terrain. Okay. Bro, get the fuck down. Stupid toddler. Jesus Christ, this game. I think it was a mistake for dragons to be put in this game, to be honest with you. There you go. They're just not made for this game, really. Not doing bad though. Really? Over here, this is probably faster than jumping. I really hope the second circle's right there. If not, then we're kind of not gonna be able to get all the Everjails. Hey, another Storm Sword key. Cool. if the second circle could be here or here, that would be great. Let me get all the Everjails. Oh god, really? Don't do that. The game won't let me use the thing. Okay, whatever. I can't go the opposite direction and reliably get the other Everjail. It sucks. Oh, there you are. Oh, you don't? Okay, so I missed just one of the Everjails. That's not bad. So far, so good. There you go. Whoa, that was from level 12 to 15 like that. What the fuck? That was weird. Also, the next time we play Grounded 2, we're just gonna be playing on the file that I've been playing on. I've been playing off stream because the file that I played on stream, well, we lost our bug, so where I am off stream is literally the same place as off stream or on stream. I don't remember which one. Ow. I just started spelling the Zinnia correctly. I feel like you have been anyway, like for a while now. I figured they would stagger. Sort of Milos. Sure. It is kind of funny. A lot of people have a hard time not only spelling Zinnia, but saying it. I've been called like Zena, Zanaya. Like people just don't know how to spell the name. Jump here. There it is. I still hate this guy. Has way too much poise as well. There you go. Yeah, hopefully people adjust to the change. I know it's weird when you know them as that name the entire time, and then suddenly it's changed. Like when I told my friends about it, friends that I want to stream with, they were both like, I don't want you to do that. Like we know you as that. But I told them my reasoning and they were like, oh yeah, I guess that makes sense. But they've like known me as Zinnia since the beginning. Like since I created the name back in 2019. Well, they didn't know me in 2019. It was like late 2020 that they knew me. Okay. Doesn't really matter our weapons against the Augur, since we have to do the gimmick thing anyway. What was that? Was that Heelster over there? I see a bunch of giant people over there. I think it is Heelster. It's like tree form. Whoa. They're just standing there. Menacingly. Ow. I'm trying to punch your friend and you shoot me with a meteor. What is this? Oh, it's probably the, this guy, yeah. Oh, come on. Where are the rocks to stop his charge? I thought they spawn in. Ow. Ow. Wanna charge? Like that? There we go. Hello Zeta, how are you? Physical attack? We don't need that. Well, shit, that's just shitty thing about this boss. Other than the boss itself, there's like, because of how he functions, most of the stuff that this boss does just completely negates like any of the equipment that you get. Just stupid. So far so good. I beat this guy once offline, but it's honestly not any better than when I was fighting it online, on stream. Not gonna lie. What? Yeah, there's like YouTube's emotes, right? Okay, so I tried it before. What I didn't realize is you have to just hold it longer. And then you charge it properly. And this is what you need to do the entire time. Yeah, I was trying to do this, because it says like, what, Storm Ruler it's called? There's a head in there. What the heck is that? I do like the music though. But yeah, what a interesting boss. stop doing that? Oh, what the fuck? His eye is there. That's what that was. That was really weird looking. Ow. Did Wilder just make a sound after getting hit? Ow. Oh, come on. Ow. Ooh. There goes my proc. Use that as a dodge. It won't stay still. Like I said, this isn't any better. Even when you know what to do, the fight itself isn't any good. What is happening? Where was he the entire time? I mean, he's definitely dead, right? You have to charge it though. Ow. Damn it. And two more. One more. Good God. It just doesn't stop. Oh. Well, he's dead. There you go. Oh yeah. I think still like the world's shittiest boss I've ever seen. Even when you know what to do, it's still not fun. But hey, I actually did it that time. Okay. That's probably not a boss I'm gonna be playing for that long, if at all. That's like, anytime I see Augur in the rotation, I'm probably just gonna be like, yeah, no thanks. I'll just fight the other one that's available. That makes Alatrion look fun. I still have yet to fight Alatrion, but I am there in Monster Hunter World. I am there. Alatrion is available, I think. Safi Jiva. I beat Raging Barkadios. I haven't fought Fatalis either. So Safi Jiva, I haven't fought Alatrion and Fatalis. Or Ruiner and Nergiote. But okay. So let's go ahead and make sure that my Discord notifications are off. And we will, which one is it? It is this one, but I have to adjust it again. I wanted to watch this video. I've seen a bit of it. I've seen someone react to it, I should say. Yeah, I've actually not seen the fight of Alatrion, but I do know about him. I've watched like lore videos on him. But okay. So this is a video that I wanted to react to though. Cause like for me, like this is just how I've been feeling about modern feminism. It's not a long video. It's not even 10 minutes actually. Let's see how long we can get through this, because usually my videos on like reactions are usually like double the length of these things. So we'll see. And then if I still have like energy to go, then we can like go to Grounded 2 or play something else, I don't know. But yeah. 1 second, let me make sure that it's good to go. Yeah, okay. Great. Here you go.
1 second, feminism is demonizing men for objectifying women, and in the next, it's encouraging girls to sell their body on OnlyFans so that men can objectify them. I mean, which is it? Are you sexually empowered, or are you a victim of oppression? I used to consider myself a—
Damn, I'm already pausing. Yeah. I've been I've been around a lot of people that like post their bodies on the internet, and bro, it is actually so absurd what people do. Like they legit have made the argument, yeah, I post my body on the internet, but you don't have the right to like bookmark those lewds of mine on the internet. And it's like, bro, you literally posted it to the internet. Like they don't want you to like, if you know, quote unquote enjoy yourself to their lewds, they get mad at you, but they want your validation, and it's actually insane.
Feminist until I realized that women were using it as a means to justify going out like this and then complaining about being called hot. Shorty, have you seen your own ass? I swear to God, women are the only—
And I'm already pausing again. I hate this argument. I honestly hate, like, not what she said, but the amount of times, like, it's legit seen as like a misogynistic idea. This idea that like you how am I trying to word this? People think it's misogynistic for you to point out the fact that when you wear something that accentuates your body, that you shouldn't be surprised when someone looks at you. And it's one of the most insane things I've ever heard. Cause like, bro, if I see a guy walk around and he's shirtless, which happens a lot, to be honest, like going to like the park and stuff and it's like a sunny day, there's usually at least one guy there that like has his shirt off. And it's like, everyone's gonna look at him. Why? Because he has his shirt off. It's not like a sexist thing. It's just, you've seen something that's generally out of the ordinary or you see someone that's showing off their body in a certain way, then yeah, you're gonna look at it. It's really not rocket science to figure out that people are gonna look at you when you show off your body.
Ones that can spend 2 hours doing their makeup and picking out an outfit and then still say they don't want to be judged on their appearance. Girl, you literally pulled up your leggings to your third rib and gave yourself the ultimate wedgie. We know you didn't dress like this for you. When you look at the actual definition of feminism, all it is supporting women having access to equal rights. I'm not gonna sit here and call myself an anti-feminist as someone who agrees with the core definition of feminism. But the problem is that the word has evolved to mean something very different. It's not just about women's rights anymore, there are other ideological strings attached. A major concept of modern feminism has been encouraging sexual liberation. This was started partly due to the double standard around sexuality for men and women. When a man frequently engages in casual sex, he's considered a stud, but when a girl does it, she's considered a slut.
I honestly don't understand. Has anyone ever known a man that has like cheered on another man sleeping with a lot of people? I've never known this before. I've never seen anyone I've never seen a man cheer another man on for sleeping with a lot of people, and I've never seen a man gloat about sleeping with a lot of people. Like literally never. This is only an online thing that I've ever seen happen, and it's usually by like Andrew Tate red pill people. Like I'm not even joking. Like I'm genuinely trying to think. I've never seen it happen. Every single time, like even the people that I know who have slept around a lot, they're like, yeah, I did that and I hate it. Like I regret doing it, because now they're like, I have to tell my partners that, because they're gonna figure it out eventually. Like they're gonna learn from someone that I slept around with a lot of people, and like it's just a thing that they have to now like grit their teeth to like tell each of their new partners whenever they get one. You know, it's not a thing. It's Glenn Quagmire is literally the representation of that, and people literally hate him. My old best friend still brags? Really? I mean, listen, I know it happens, but for the amount of women that I've heard say, yeah, people say that when women do it, it's that they're a slut, but when a man does it, they're a stud, and I'm just like, who are you talking to? Like, genuinely, who are you talking to? I've never met anyone like this before. It's only ever been like red pill Andrew Tate people, genuinely, in my life.
Promiscuity leads to less satisfaction in relationships for both genders. Just because it's more socially acceptable for a guy to have casual sex doesn't mean women should be trying to match that expectation by normalizing it. Two wrongs don't make a right, and promoting a destructive behavior under the marketable guise of sexual liberation is abhorrent. It's so interesting how women constantly complain about how shallow and objectifying their relationships with men are, but then promote hookup culture, which directly encourages this exact transactional process. If feminism actually cared about women as much as it claims to, the movement would be encouraging them to be more selective about their sexual partners. It would be educating them about the negative effects of casual sex, since we know that it leads to decreased relationship satisfaction, loneliness, and depression. And look, I know people are going to take this as me trying to tell women how to live. That's not what I'm doing at all. You have all the freedom in the world to live exactly how you please. However, where I do have an issue is when a cultural movement is built on a foundation of lies. If you're
this is the thing that I have a problem with too, especially in like my sort of circle. It's just this like, it's just a repeated lie that's like, yeah, you can sleep around, it's totally fine, nothing's gonna happen. And it's like, dude, you're literally killing your ability to attach to someone. I don't know where I heard this. I feel like it was Chris Williamson, but I can't for the life of me find exactly where this was. So take it with a grain of salt. I might be wrong. I might have fucking dreamt it, I don't know. But I heard something that said something like, when you sleep with someone, your brain releases a chemical that makes you pair bond to them. So when you sleep with someone and then go to another person and sleep with them repeatedly, you just keep jumping from partner to partner. You're literally like training like your brain or your body to not pair bond, to ignore that chemical. So again, I don't know where I heard that. I swear I didn't make that up. But if that's true, like, think of the amount of women that are being lied to about it being okay that they're sleeping around, and it's just, and it like literally at a scientific level is not. That's why I have this conversation with like, anytime I talk with new people, because usually when I talk to new people, they're like kind of entering the communities that I'm a part of. And like I just tell them like straight up, like, don't fall for all the bullshit. Like, don't fall for it. Like, it is not empowering to sleep around. It is not empowering to like show off your body. I'm not saying that you can't. You know, it is your life. You do what you want. But don't like, you can't do things without there being some repercussion. Like, even if you you know, save yourself for marriage, if you're that kind of person, there are downsides to that. It takes a toll on you psychologically. When you get with someone, maybe you don't even like match up with them in, you know, a physical sense. You know, what they want and what you want are two different things, and so you're dissatisfied. There are consequences to every path that you take. Don't act like there's not. And yeah, also the greater chance of contracting an STD and stuff like that as well.
Going to have an entire movement, an entire ideology who claims its very goal is to benefit women, then encourage behavior that actually benefits women. At one point, this movement had genuinely pure intentions. It's the reason I have a right to vote and work and be educated. Feminism changed our lives.
I mean, the same for me. Like, I couldn't be trans openly if it wasn't for feminism.
Lives as women for the better. So I'm sorry, but I can't help but feel like now it's doing the complete opposite. It's a common feminist position to be anti-trad wife. They insist that trad wives have some sort of Stockholm syndrome where they've fallen in love with their own oppression, claiming that it perpetuates traditional gender roles which have held women back. But I thought what actual feminism was supposed to be about was supporting women's freedom of choice. That means supporting them if they choose to climb the corporate ladder, and supporting them if they choose to be a housewife. I thought the whole point of feminism was to respect a woman's freedom of choice, even if it's not the choice we would personally make. It was to recognize that there's not a one-size-fits-all lifestyle for women, and that they should be able to prioritize what's important to them. Feminism will argue against this by saying that choices don't exist in a vacuum, and society impacts your ability to make autonomous decisions, but you can make that exact same argument on the other side too. I could sit here and tell you that your decision to be a feminist is because social media has brainwashed you into believing that women are oppressed. So your choice to be a feminist isn't a real choice at all, but instead a reaction to your cultural environment. You can run in circles forever trying to make this argument against either side. That's because it's a dumb argument. Who are you to assume that another woman's choices aren't autonomous? The mere assumption of that is actually quite anti-feminist of you. This is the female version of Sneeko calling everyone who disagrees with him a bot. You're accusing grown women of being incapable of coming to their own autonomous conclusions. That means you're doing the exact thing that you constantly accuse men of doing to you.
I'll be honest, I didn't even think about it in that way. But yeah. I mean, it does ring kind of similar to me. Like, whenever I disagree, it doesn't, you know, with something that's feminist or something that's like, you know, I mean, I've talked about things like, yeah, I might be trans, but I still can't have a baby. I physically cannot have a baby. It's just not a thing for me. But there are certain unfortunate people in the feminist movement that will say that because I have that opinion, I am a self-hating trans person. And it's like, so you want me to be treated equally until I disagree with you on literally anything, and then I'm some sort of like brainwashed drone from the right or something. You know, like, you're saying that I am of equal value, of equal intelligence, of equal everything until I disagree with you.
Maybe some women like traditional gender roles. That's cool. Let them do their thing just like you're allowed to do yours. I'm the most masculine woman I've ever met. I should be the first in line to be championing the end of traditional gender roles. But I'm not like this because I'm resisting the patriarchy. This is just a part of how I am. I like buying stocks, playing with boobs. I'm just a chill guy. WAP. Women against porn. Except in today's terms, it means wet ass put. With modern feminism currently preaching sexual liberation, it may be surprising to learn that at one point it was the complete opposite. In the 1970s, anti-pornography was a growing part of feminism. And when you think about it, it actually makes perfect sense, because it's consistent with the core values of feminism, to demonize the objectification of women and stop the fetishization of sexual violence against them. We know that porn is overwhelmingly aggressive towards women. We also know that consumers are more likely to commit acts of sexual violence, less likely to intervene if they witness an assault, and more likely to objectify and dehumanize women. Porn is serious.
Okay, I've actually looked into this, because when I heard this, I was like, I've never once seen a study like this. Because I've tried to find, I really try to find studies about this sort of thing. And I'll just be completely honest with you, I can't find anything. I looked up that study that they were looking for, that they were talking about, and like, I believe them when they said that that's what their findings were, but when I looked up, like, what is the link between, you know, sexual violence and corn, the things that came up were conflicting. They were like, we don't know if it's actually the cause of increased, you know, violence of that type, or if people who are just violent in that way gravitate towards corn. So they don't know if it's the cause of it or if it's just correlated. You know what I mean? There's nothing definitive that corn is damaging, at least long term. I also don't know like what the sample size of that study was, to be honest. I have to, like, I never know how to find it every time I look for it.
Seriously bad for both genders.
Oh, and by the way, there are at least some studies that suggest that people who are violent in that way can, like, be sort of like have that violence sort of mitigated, at least transferred into the real world, because they already have corn. And by the way, something else that was interesting, what they found, what I looked in the research, it was a study in China, I believe. It was basically saying in the research group that they were looking at, people who had a harder time determining between fantasy and reality, yeah, they did, you know, get a bit more violent. But those who don't have a harder time differentiating between reality and fantasy did not get more violent. So this is literally, to me, this is the same exact argument that people make with, like, video games cause violence. Because we all know that from the facts, from the science, they don't. But obviously, if you're someone with that's going to gravitate towards violence, like, that's just a thing within you, probably because of your trauma, your upbringing, whatever. These are just things that, like, you know, are in you for some reason. It doesn't mean, like, it doesn't matter what media you consume, something's going to trigger you into doing something bad. Or at least there's a chance of that, an increased chance of that, versus someone that, you know, did not have such a disturbing upbringing, or just doesn't have it in them because of whatever lottery they won with their genetics. You know, because some people are just born more violent for some reason.
But especially women. So to see the feminist movement glorify platforms like OnlyFans and other adult content feels like a complete slap in the face. How can you possibly complain about how oppressive it is to be objectified and then
I feel like I have to rephrase that somehow. When I say genetics, I don't mean like race or whatever. Literally everybody can be violent. just to clarify that. Just some people, unfortunately, are born more violent, regardless of race and stuff.
Glorify platforms like OnlyFans and other adult content feels like a complete slap in the face. How can you possibly complain about how oppressive it is to be objectified and then objectify yourself for profit? I don't understand how modern feminists have come to this conclusion. Actually, that's a lie. I do understand. I completely understand, because it would go against the sexual liberation movement. It goes against the sex positivity narrative. But one honest look at the statistics and it's blatantly clear. There's nothing liberating or positive about this industry. So what happened? Why did the anti-corn feminist protests stop? This article explains it perfectly. Anti-corn feminists were labeled sex negative in an era of feminism that was heavily influenced by liberalism. Individual choices, as opposed to mass liberation, became the forerunning feminist agenda. If that doesn't perfectly encapsulate the modern feminist movement, I don't know what does. The current movement wants all the ideals of feminism without having to sacrifice anything for it. The movement doesn't want to give up porn. It doesn't want to give up casual sex. That would be infringing on my personal freedoms. But maybe true liberation requires some personal sacrifice of those beloved freedoms. You can't eat a pound of cake every day and expect to lose weight. Your goals require a sacrifice. The issue of equal pay is another primary subject that feminists bring up. It's also probably the #1 most misrepresented topic in feminism. The gender pay gap does not exist because of the patriarchy oppressing women. The pay gap only exists because women are more likely to choose lower paying jobs. If you compare a man and a woman working at the same place, in the same position, with the same amount of experience, working the same amount of hours, the pay is exactly the same. But when you compare the average income of men versus women, there's obviously going to be a gap. This is because
I will interject and say that there is also, and I don't know if she says it here or anything, but men also demand, like they ask for raises more. Men also work more hours typically than a woman, on average, obviously, because the women eventually, a lot of the time, they get pregnant and then they have to take time off of work, and they're not going to get a promotion when they're off of work. Um, you know, I will say that there is probably some truth to the idea that someone doesn't want to promote someone simply because they are a woman. I will say that that's probably a thing, and it probably happens more than we think. But this whole idea that men and women make different simply because men are just valued more in the workplace, intrinsically, it's like, no, when they work the same job, it's just because, you know, the man makes more because he probably will ask for a raise first.
Men choose careers like car mechanics and truck driving, whereas women choose careers like teaching and nursing. A quick comparison of these incomes, and it's easy to see why there's a pay gap. It's not misogyny that creates this gap, it's just preference. Women have all the freedom in the world to go be an automotive mechanic, just like men can become teachers, but that's not typically what each gender wants to do on average. So from the outside, when you show the statistic of the gender pay gap, everyone's jaw drops and jumps to conclusions about sexism, but if you just look a little deeper, it's easy to see why it's there. If you're a woman and you're unhappy with your salary as a teacher, go be a truck driver. It is actually that simple.
There's also the fact that most millionaires and billionaires are men, but women are closing that gap. If you literally get rid of all the billionaires, then the like, you know, wealth inequality shifts wildly towards women. And I think if you get rid of the millionaires, then women are on top as of right now, I think. Though I can't recall where exactly I got that information, so take that with a grain of salt.
Something I can't stand about the feminist movement, and really many other modern movements, is how evasive they are to taking responsibility. If you're not happy with your pay, change jobs. You don't have to make it a political movement. You don't have to find someone to blame. You can just do something to change your situation. You can't really talk about feminism without also talking about the red pill manosphere space. This is because they respond to one another culturally. The red pill purports that they have the solutions to these modern feminist problems. Spoiler alert, they don't. The red pill solution is extremely unrealistic for the majority of both men and women. The red pill has this idea that women need to just skip college and go back to being housewives, except that most of the men saying this would never be able to afford that lifestyle. Homie, you don't even have the career to be able to pay for the lifestyle of the woman that you want. The red pill will blame women for failing to fulfill their feminine roles without even recognizing that as men, they're failing just as badly at fulfilling their masculine ones. I really don't think that the red pill's idea of expecting men to be able to afford supporting an entire family on their one income is realistic at all. I think in theory the traditional family dynamic is a great idea and would make very happy, healthy relationships, but in modern times less than 1/4 of men will ever be financially capable of achieving such a feat. In today's economy, the trad lifestyle is reserved for only the most prosperous men. But yet the red pill preaches it like it's the majority solution. Pew Research shows in 2022, only 23% of households had the husband as the sole provider of income. That means 77% of women were contributing to household income. Most guys just aren't out here making enough money to support himself, a woman, and kids. And in today's economy, I would say that's pretty understandable. What I don't see the red pill talking about is how a lot of women would love to adopt the traditional lifestyle, but there's just not enough prosperous men to go around. Given an alternative, many women might very well choose to be a housewife. Feminism might be the only movement that can get away with constantly complaining about how oppressive it is to be objectified and then simultaneously objectify themselves. The problem is that this movement wants all the benefits of feminism without any of its consequences. Say you want equality until you realize that means splitting the bills, unclogging the toilet, and having to kill the spider. In modern relationships, it's common for the financial theory of the woman to be everything he makes is ours and everything I make is mine, rather than both partners contributing equally, which is what feminism claims to want to do. There's a book called Sexual Utopia and Power by Roger Devlin that sums this up perfectly. The modern woman wants all the benefits of a traditional marriage, but is unwilling to pay the cost. She wants a man to marry her without her having to marry the man. Some feminists are even demanding that there be quotas for women to be in executive positions, but they never talk about there being quotas for women in bricklaying. It's clear that modern feminism wants all the benefits of something without any of its sacrifice. Let's be very clear. That is not equality. That's privilege.
Damn. course. Stop that, Bumbles. Oh, this is Hunt Showdown, by the way.
Why the fuck would you do that?
God, I want to play that game on stream so badly. I really do, but I don't want to play by myself. But thank you to, let me go back and see what their name was.
For objectifying women and
Ah, fuck. Ah. You were gonna hit, that was the, you wanna see what that was? That was this motherfucker. Nope. I'm gonna find where to use that somewhere in a video, I swear. Motherfucking seagull laughing.
1 second feminism is demonizing men for objectifying women.
Well, that was Finding Sky though. Yeah, and something that I wanted to kind of talk on a little bit was, I don't like this idea because I've had this conversation kind of in recent times with some friends, and I talked about how, you know, feminism is trying to do all this bad stuff, and they're like, that's not feminism, that's, you know, those are only some women, that's not actual feminism. Here's the problem with that argument. It's the same thing as like saying, oh yeah, not all dating is bad, just the dating on the dating apps. But it's like, most of the dating right now, statistically, happens on dating apps. So dating right now is bad. Feminism, as of right now, does a lot of very damaging things. Just because it doesn't do what, you know, you agree with, doesn't mean that it's not a part of feminism as of right now. It largely, feminism, like, what exactly is the term as of right now for feminism? Is it second wave feminism, third wave feminism? I forget what wave we're on. I think it's third wave. Either way, feminism as of right now, I think, is about equally as damaging, if not more damaging, than it does good as of right now. Unfortunately, like, there's, I mean, it's as she said, they want so much of the benefit but want to do none of the trade-off, unfortunately. And like, the thing is, it's like, it's not even radical women, like not even like radicalized women that are like this as of right now. Like, I've literally had a third wave. Okay, yeah, I don't really keep track of like how we were on the third wave or anything. But again, it's not radicalized women that are even like this. It's you know, like, just every woman that I've ever talked to, I'll straight up say it, like, they get really quiet when I say stuff like, women want equality, they want to work this, you know, for the same amount of pay, but a woman will still demand that their partner makes as much or more than them. And they get so fucking quiet so quickly, because what can they say to that? They can't say anything back to that, because they know it's true. That's the reality. You know what I mean? Like, you want to be equal, but you want to be treated like equal, but you don't want to treat others like you don't want to treat men as equal. Like, why do women have the right to pull themselves out of their traditional role, but men don't? Again, there's no answer to that. There's not an answer that they want to face. Unfortunately, it's a very awkward reality. To have to come to terms with the fact that you know, some ideas that you've put into your head are maybe not in favor of equality. And even stuff like the education thing. I was talking to some friends about how the education as of right now has shifted wildly in favor of women. And I was talking about how men, you know, young boys, at least in America, are struggling right now. And I said something along the lines of, you know, we need to try and fix this, try and get this problem solved. We have to try and get it so that boys can pay attention better in school, because that's really what the issue is. They have a harder time paying attention, so their grades obviously suffer. And when I said that, a friend of mine said, well, why should we take away from women? And it's like, Where did I say that? I never said that. I never said take anything from women. I just said we need to improve things for boys. But for some reason, a lot of people have it in their head that when you give a man something, you gave it to them at the expense of a woman. And again, that's not extremist women that are like that. That's how a lot of women are, unfortunately, as of right now. And I don't blame them, by the way, I don't blame them for feeling that way or anything like that. It's just unfortunately that's the way they've been conditioned. That's unfortunately how a lot of women have been conditioned. So I don't really blame them in that sense. But it is just like this thing that we have to call out as a society. We have to call it out when we see it, you know? We have to, like, try and speak clearly. And we have to correct this idea that, like, when we talk about giving men things and making things better for men, we're not talking about it at the expense of women. You know, like, I don't want things to go back to the way that they were, where women were second-rate citizens, because that's wrong, and everybody knows that is wrong. But, you know, but unfortunately, just too many women, and men. But I think predominantly women, unfortunately, have this idea that when you try and fix an issue for a man, that means that you're ignoring whatever issues women have, and that's just not true. You can do both at the same time. Right, but again, thank you Finding Sky for the video. Still feeling good to continue streaming. What do you want to do today? You could go Grounded too. We do have things we can do. Hello Leon, how are you? We can go Grounded 2, I think. I'm building my base right now in Grounded 2. Get shrunk. Oh yeah, fire ants. Weren't fire ants thing in Grounded 1? Now that I think about it, I actually don't remember. I think they were, right? They had like sizzle stuff. Okay. Go ahead and set everything up. There we go. I wanna make a video though talking about those corn statistics, because it's something that I'm very interested in. And oh, the thing messed up. There you go. So yeah, I'm making my base right now. We are over here. Don't get the bug stuck. I try not to. The reason that happened was because I died. I guess I haven't died since I got my buddy. Or have I? Maybe I did and he just didn't get into the floor for no reason. Why are you like hugging me? What the fuck? Just scorpion just right here?
Taste is a luxury you can afford.
Why is there... Okay. So is my ant gonna be stuck now? Where the fuck am I? Wait, hold on. I can just reset that. Why was there a ladybug attacking me? I didn't even hit them. Did I? No. I didn't. But why is there a ladybug attacking me? And also, why is there a scorpion there?
Anything interesting out here?
Wait, there's no scorpion there. Alright, well, I feel cheated. I literally just got into the game. I guess in fairness, on the first, world... Oh, there it is.
Add that one to the list, kids.
Hey, you wanna help me fight this time?
Now we're talking.
Gotta run away. Oh, come on. Ow.
Expanding my palette.
Ooh. My bugs... my buggy stunned him. Oops. Oh. That was interesting. Maybe it's fall. Really? I didn't know that ladybugs get nippy at, during the fall. Oh yeah, I have my repair tool. Wait, how did this thing get damaged at all? I can't repair this thing? There you go, that's better. Yeah, I'm gonna put my bed up here, but I don't have a bed yet. I don't think I can. I don't think I do anyway. I don't have a bed unlocked yet somehow. It's really unfortunate. We need to make this though. Wait, no, this is a smoothie station. We need to make this. There you go. Make this so we can get some water. Relocate. There you go. Yes. There's also a dew collector. We will need that. What are you eating? You eating something? Oh man, I have so much of this stuff on me. Oh, last minute food, okay. I would have thought it was more of a, like, mating season thing, because... Like, I guess, thinking about it in Monster Hunter terms, I'm sure it's like a real thing in real life, right? Around mating season, animals get more aggressive. you go. We need to relocate this. Oh, but I can't because I'm in a battle, I guess. What are you doing?
Merciless.
That was weird. It does suck having to relocate all of this stuff. But at least we're pretty fast about it on the buggy. This game also doesn't do what the first game did. In the first game, if you got into a battle, if you were relocating something, then you would let go of the thing you were relocating, so you had to go all the way back and grab it. The game doesn't do that, thankfully. Here we are. This will be like my storage area, I guess. Yeah. I figured it had to be something like that.
Let's take a second to get our composure.
It reminds me of how, like, there's this whole thing right now that's like, oh, men's testosterone, like, on average, men's testosterone is plummeting. And then, of course, that obviously, like, leads, like, the Andrew Tate people, like, the red pill people to be like, hey, buy a supplement and it'll restore your testosterone. It'll, like, amplify it by, like, 2 times or whatever. It pisses me off every time I see that shit, because it's just like, dude, do you want to know the reason men's testosterone is plummeting? It's because most men are unhealthy. And when you're unhealthy, your testosterone plummets. Fucking idiots. Stop trying to sell this stupid ass product that there's no research that it works. Like, most men have an unhealthy diet, most men are not physically active, most men are stressed, and also most men are not around women, and when you're around women, your testosterone goes up. So, like, if you just fix those things, your testosterone will go up for most people. But people keep talking about it, oh, it's the plastics, it's the all the chemicals, it's all the pollution, and it's like, I'm sure those things don't have a good effect on testosterone, but if you think that a stupid pill that has no scientific backing is going to do anything about it. Well, yeah, lack of testosterone isn't good for you, and it does drain your life expectancy. But the reason for it is not because of the chemicals. I guess that's what you're referring to, right? The chemicals are not good. Would kill you. But I mean, I feel like we've been around chemicals for so long as a society. I feel like if there was like any serious issues, it would be like, you know, more known by now. But like scientists consistently like can't find anything that like these things are that bad for you, from what I can tell. Again, you should, of course, mitigate your exposure to harmful chemicals and plastics and all these things, but it reminds me of like that argument of like people argue that like diet soda or whatever causes cancer, and it's like, yeah, you want to know what they did in that study to figure out that there is perhaps a cause of like an increased chance of cancer by drinking diet soda. They injected rats with the chemicals, or mice I think, with the chemicals from a soda, which in human terms means you have to basically drink for like 20 years straight 50 diet sodas every single day. And I don't know about you, but I don't have that kind of money to just drink 50 diet sodas every day. I don't think I even have the time to do that, let alone the money. Like, who is doing that? At that point, I'm honestly, if you get cancer from drinking diet soda, at that point I'm more just impressed. Because like, what the fuck, how did you even manage to drink that much soda in 20 years? But you know what does guarantee, like, not guaranteed, but like, we know definitively it causes cancer: alcohol. People still drink fucking alcohol. I need water. Maybe there's something up here.
Joining the proletariat.
Yeah, there we go.
Bottled in scenic Brook Hollow.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure there are, like, of course, you know, adverse effects to excess. Like, I had to tone down my consumption of diet sodas because I was feeling like my stomach was feeling kind of gross, and I like, you know, I don't want to feel that way. Where's my mosquito? I went to my mosquito thing. I don't know where that went. Really, diet sodas are disgusting to you? Maybe you're more sensitive to like the sugar alternatives that they use, like stevia and stuff.
We'll try later.
I love diet sodas personally, but then again, I was like, I was raised on it, to be fair. My mom was very like in tune with her her physique, so she would avoid like normal sodas. We would always drink diet in the house. Whoa. Where's my thing? Oh, back here. Diet soda getting cooked? Why would it? Did RFK do something? It wouldn't surprise me. If RFK touches diet sodas, I swear to God. There we go. Energy drinks? Yeah. I love energy drinks. I'm so happy that I got this creatine on Amazon. It's watermelon flavored. It just tastes like candy. I miss energy drinks not because of the caffeine, but because I miss the I miss the flavors. You can't get anything that tastes like energy drinks that aren't energy drinks. It fucking sucks. Other than gamer sub, I guess. But there's no like decaf energy drinks. US is banning sweeteners, probably. I wouldn't put it past fucking that idiot RFK. Dumbass doesn't understand how the body works. That's not even like a political take. That guy just does not know what the fuck he's talking about. At all. $400 on energy drinks? I probably beat you on that one, I'm not gonna lie. I used to buy so much, so much energy drinks and stuff. I miss it so much. I'm not a big food guy. I love drinks. Actually, we'll put that here. And relocating stuff with the ant makes this thing a breeze. I love this edition. I was literally telling my friend that I would play Grounded 1 with. I was telling them that I want this feature added. I didn't think they would actually add it, but here we are. And they made it better than I thought they would make it. I don't even think they announced that they were making Grounded 2 until they just randomly announced that it was coming out like 2 weeks later. It's kind of funny. But maybe I'm wrong.
Bikes can't do that.
For me, it wasn't so much my heart that I was concerned about. Well, I guess I was. My heart didn't feel like it was gonna like explode though. I just like it was just a combination of everything. I'm so glad I'm off caffeine now because I'm in much like I feel much healthier and I don't crash because I don't consume anything like that. I just time my carb. I time my carb intake so that I am you know, not super tired all the time. Actually, we'll put that here. Red Bull knockoffs? What are like Red Bull knockoffs? My thing was always Gamersupps, Celsius. I always forget that one that PewDiePie worked with. G Fuel. PewDiePie's flavor on G Fuel is quite nice actually. Same with the Sonic one. I think there was like a blueberry one. Can the box. Okay. I'll take this. candle. No, I never understood the fascination people have these days with candles, so I was never a big candle guy. Pure ADHD. Oh. Oh, what the fuck was that? This is such a peaceful game. Also, hold on, let me turn the audio down a little bit. Actually, the effects can stay up, but the music and stuff. Kind of loud for me. Like, just in case I do a video in this, I don't want like the background music to like interfere too much, you know what I mean? You hate honey? I love honey. Exclusive to Aldi stores. I never really go to Aldi. I don't even know if I have one. Like, now that I think about it. Oh, by the way, just in case there's any confusion, but I mentioned it before that this is the file that I was playing on off stream. It's in the exact same place story-wise. But this is my off-stream thing, so this is why I have so much more, as I put like a few hours into this file. Oh, come on. Got blocked.
Writing you is a metaphor for capitalism.
Wait, I found red ants? Red soldier ant? What was that? Why did I get a gold for like red soldier ant? Because I killed enough of them or something?
Let's take a second to get our composure.
Actually, I think this is... Hold on. I think this is something I can just disassemble, right? Yeah. Disassemble that. And then we take... We can take like the rest of this stuff. rather than have to make all the trips back and stuff. Oh, that only gave me 1 clay? That's lame. We'll have to change this.
Oh, gather on. The stone and the sand, the leaf and the thorn.
Alright. And this will be the last thing we have to relocate. It's fucking dark, so I can't really see anything. Only way I can see is by looking at my silhouette in the hologram. I was never big on scents, to be honest with you. Whoa, what was that? Right, here we go. What? Why is this damaged? Oh, it had me clovers? Hmm. Gotta go get some clovers.
Bikes can't do that.
Whoa. What the heck? Why are there so many of the ants? Oh my god. Look at the amount of ants. Why did that happen? That was weird.
Hey, nice.
Being raided? You are?
Could use some lemon slices, but it's drinkable.
Oh, my base. Where the heck is my thing? Where's my needle? Did I put it in somewhere? Oh, here it is. What the fuck? How did it get inside? I really don't want to lose that.
Smoky, tangy. Do I detect a hint of oak?
I need my clovers though.
Writing you is a metaphor for capitalism.
Rating is an actual thing in these games, though. I don't know what the fuck that loud sound was, but okay. Because the local insects don't like when you settle in their area, so they like get more and more irritated until they eventually like do a horde mode on your base. I don't know if that's in this game yet though, but it was in the first game. Scorpion down there. I need to put a marker in my base because I keep losing track of it. We're here. There you go. Hey. It's cool. I always like the time-lapse effect. Oh, hello. You're just watching me while I sleep? Let's get a smoothie station going. That'll be good. We should also, before that actually, we need to set this up before I forget. There you go. This is my home now. Then a half floor. Half floors can be used as like shells in this game. Put these. Yes. Hey, why is it not working? Do I have to put them? Hold on. Don't tell me they mess with this, did they? Guess I have to do it that way. No. There you go. Yeah, we want the stuff to be close to the workbench, that way we don't have to actually like bring all of our stuff over. We are. Okay. Also, again, the smoothie station. Oh, I need water. Let's set up one of these. Need stems. Where's my bug? Oop.
Water, bringer of life.
There you go. Also, I got a mutation, didn't I? Where's my mutations? Mutations. Blade Master. Yeah, this is for my needle, but this is for my daggers. Yeah, and Parry Master. I think that like recharges my stamina whenever I get proper parry.
This is merciless.
We need to go get stems from here. I like this location of the base because it lets me I have like all of the major things that I need nearby. Evil? I think he's like in here. I even have this thorn bush thingy, this thorn flower. And weevils keep passing by here, I think because of the mushrooms, so I have like an infinite source of now water and meat. That's good. Hey, why can I now put it on? The fuck is that sound? That was weird. I don't know what that was. Also, where did I get a mushroom chunk from? I can't even break that. That might have been from the weevil? I hear a larva out here or something? Let me repair my weapons if I can. Oh, can't repair that one. I have to settle with my swords soon. How dare you? Enter my area.
Reloading.
I do need to make a roof here. I will need a bunch of clovers though. Now I gotta fall asleep. That's alright.
Anything interesting out here?
Oops. Someone on a bike out there. I need wood stems. And a bunch of wood stems and clovers. Weed stems, rather. Go ahead and stem palette. Yeah, thanks for joining. If you about to fall asleep.
Writing you is a metaphor for capitalism.
Take this with us. We can carry more with us. Need all these tufts as well. Go. Take this with us. Do dandelions also, right? Or where we can get weed stems from.
All full, huh?
Here you go, okay. That's the max we can carry, and then relocate. Take it all back. Use them up. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize. Good night, Teddy. Sleep well. There you go.
Spikes can't do that.
Now I need sap as well now. Damn. Hello, Ladybug. Hey. I have food. Don't. This is why I thought I had food. I did, just didn't grab it.
Smoking tangy. Do I detect a hint of oak?
What the? Fluffy dandelion tuft. Equip as a trinket for infinite gliding use. No way. Really? That's so useful. I guess I have to actually have that thing equipped though, huh? Oh, these things stack now. But I have to like jump off of something properly, right? Wow, that is actually so useful. And then it didn't get used up at all. Damn. Also, I don't think this thing is working. This astonishing acid thing, combo attacks cause it to burst. No, they don't. I've never seen an explosion. I'm pretty sure the thing is busted. I've been using it like since the beginning too, so yeah, that's just not happening, fortunately. We need another thing. Oh man. We need acorn. Yeah, we need everything.
Joining the proletariat. Water, bringer of life.
There you go. Cut down all these clovers. I think once I have my base assembled, probably call it there. What do we need? Oh yeah. We need, oh hey, pollen. This can be used for like the turrets, I think. You can make pollen bullets that like knock them down. What is this? Donut chunk, huh?
Reloading. Merciless.
So this is what the ants keep carrying by. Also, I need might fuzz, I think. Hey. There you go. Ooh, there's a source of sap here.
Science!
Get enough of these, and they just hand you a PhD.
Here we go.
Oh, gather on, the stone and the sand, the leaf and the thorn.
Grab this here. I know there's like a chunk of sap that I can break over here. And also some of this here. Whoa. The might was like glitching out like that. It was weird. Very strange. I think there's a mite in here. I'm stuck because I hear it there, but I can't see it. Here we go. What the fuck? Why'd that stop?
Joining the proletariat.
You should be able to run with the vacuum. I don't know why you can't. See if I can't upgrade anything in here. Pine needle. Okay, this is the thing that's troubling me. Wait, I think I do have enough berry chunks to get the second one. But I don't know where to get berry chunks from. I think I have 2 blueberry leather. I don't know where I got them from though.
Spikes can't do that.
I've been looking for a blueberry bush this entire time, but I can't find it anywhere. I need to get up high and see if I can't see anything anywhere.
Bottled in scenic Brookhollow.
Where the heck is the berry bush? I ran out of data to record. Well, in that case then, we will end stream here. We got what we needed anyway, all the major stuff. Oh right, we need acorn shells still, damn it. But yeah. Oh, these things are attacking me. Let's put the clovers in while I remember. I still need so much more too. But we're pretty close anyhow, so that's cool. Alright. Unfortunately, I think it is time to log off for tonight. Thank you all for joining me. I'm gonna turn that react that one that we did today into a video. Hopefully, if I can release it tomorrow, that'd be cool. It's hopefully on the shorter side. I did talk a bit though. But yeah, thank you all for joining. Was fun. Hope you all sleep well. Good night, love you all, and we'll talk to you all later. Good night. Bye bye.